We're here coming to you with Something RX. I'm joined here by Elvis, former UFC fighter. How are you going today?
Good, thank you. As a call sign, it's always good to be the king.
Yeah, very nice. So to anyone who knows anything about UFC, Elvis was like probably one of the most famous first Australian, athletes to really become prominent in the UFC. What was it like being, a professional fighter for so long?
It's pretty cool. Like, just for the fans who don't know, I fought in the first ever mixed martial arts event here in Australia, which was actually back then known as No Holds Barred.
Yeah.
I was the first Australian to fight in the UFC, UFC 30, when Zuffa, the current owners, took over.
Yeah.
And also the first Australian to ever fight for a world title against Tito Ortiz. So it's been a pretty crazy journey so far.
Yeah. I mean, like, who would have thought that the UFC would be going 150? How many events is it into now? 180 events? 180.
We're in the 184 now coming up.
Yeah, so it's crazy. How has mixed martial arts evolved, over this time?
The sport originally, No Holds Barred, was designed to be style versus style. So, judo versus karate, kung fu versus wrestling, boxing versus jiu-jitsu. It's a style versus style. Now it's evolved to be more a collaboration of all the best of all the styles into one individual sport. So now everyone cross-trains in the different areas. The sport has evolved now. People are becoming much more athletically capable.
Yeah.
So now that's a big part of it, whereas back in the day, it wasn't so much.
Yeah.
As well as the sport back then was more entertainment based. Now it is a lot more sporting based.
Yeah.
Particularly if you look on the Japanese side, they were very much entertainment based on their martial arts.
If you look at Pride,
K1.
Yeah, definitely.
It evolved. The mixed martial arts in Japan evolved from pro wrestling, what they refer to as hard style pro wrestling, which then broke into its own style of mixed martial arts, whereas the UFC was about showing the efficiency of
martial arts,
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay,
It was designed for Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, exactly.
It was about pitting Gracie Jiu-Jitsu against everyone else to show that it was the best.
Crazy good marketing strategy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now the sport I should say it is now a sport. The commissions are involved. There is now health checks. We have rounds. We have training from the different styles into one subset of mixed martial arts. Now people can come from different backgrounds, but they train in everything to be successful.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things. Like, you can't just be, like a kickboxer or a jiu-jitsu. You have to be a complete fighter. How did you enjoy your time, competing in the UFC?
It's an experience it was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal, particularly being part of the evolution of the sport, being involved at the ground level, being an Australian involved with that as well, which is pretty awesome. It was fun too. Like, it's crazy, extremely competitive. The fans are fantastic. So I love being part of the journey, watching it evolve, being part of the evolution of the sport itself.
And to anyone who'll never have the experience, what does it feel like to be in a cage, going head to head with another human being? What's that experience like, emotionally and physically?
Well, it's one of the things I kind of explain, particularly with new students who get into the martial arts. One of the ways to look at it is when we train, different martial arts or not even martial arts, different types of training provide a resistance, whether it's a rate or running or a hill. Martial arts provide what's called an active resistance. What that means is you're trying to overcome an obstacle that is trying to overcome you. And that is crazy. And it adds another level of fitness. When it comes to competing, I guess the best story is my first ever time in the cage. I remember walking out, the first event ever held in Australia, Cage Combat 1. The place was going off. It was deafening, like the screaming. I've walked into this cage for the first time. Even I really didn't know what to expect. Even though I'd seen it, doing it yourself the first time, you don't know what's going to happen. I've walked in. This place is going through the roof. Then the next sound I hear is the gate clanging shut. It is the last sound I heard until the match started. Just everything disappears. All of a sudden, the rest of the world stops existing, and the only thing is this one guy sitting across from you in this cage, and you know he's out to do to you what you're out to do to him. And it was just a phenomenal experience, and for the guys, it's like being in a cage and there's a tiger on the other side. You've got to stop the tiger before he stops you.
If people wanted to find out more about you, do you still have your martial arts academy?
I still teach and train. It's called Sinosic Perosh Martial Arts. We're based in Sydney. We have 2 gyms, one in Concord, one in Moorebank. My business partner, Anthony Perosh, the name of our gym, Elvis Sinosic, so Sinosic, Anthony Perosh, Perosh Martial Arts. He's actually fighting in the upcoming UFC in Adelaide.
Oh, awesome.
If you're watching that, make sure to cheer him on, support the Aussies. And our internet is www.spma.net.au. Everyone's welcome to come down and train. Not only will you get to train in a great environment, you'll get to learn from myself and Anthony. We take the classes. And when Anthony has a fight coming up, he does part of his fight camp at the gym, so you'll actually see UFC fighter in the gym using the gym,
fighting, training alongside. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
It's a great day.
An honor getting to meet you. Like I said, watching all throughout growing up, watching you in the UFC, which is it's great to be standing in front of you. Thanks guys for watching Something RX. Take care and peace.